What's good with y'all boys, man? You know what I'm saying? Um, this topic I really wanted to talk about because I feel like a lot of people in the community, in the retention community, don't speak on this topic. But it's important, especially if you're trying to get high streaks. You trying to go 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Um, 90 days is what we consider a full reboot. So, in semen retention, if you do 90 days, that's a full reboot. Spiritually, mentally, and physically, that's a full reboot. So after 90 days, if you make it to 90 days, first off, congratulations, because that's not easy to do. But if you do make it to 90 days, that's what you would consider a reboot. Um, but the thing about high streaks is high streaks can be dangerous. I've seen so many content creators that be on retention and be making retention videos, and you'll see it all the time. They'll be making retention videos, and they'll be super consistent. They'll just be going crazy, and then the next second they'll disappear for like a year and 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And I've been kind of guilty of it myself, except I've realized what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I've been able to bounce back because I've come to understand like what it is, and it's kind of just I call it like the high streak blues. Nah, the low streak blues, right? So when you get on a high streak and you feel the benefits of the high streak, you feel the extra energy, the female attraction, you feel the um you know what I'm saying, the clear mindedness, right? It's like a high, bro. It's like it's something that you've never felt ever before in your life. So when you get to that point, it's like this feeling that like it's kind of hard to explain, but when you feel it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Like it's a feeling you don't want to go, you don't want to disappear, right? But the thing about that feeling is that feeling that you get is it comes at a cost. You get what I'm saying? Like it comes at a price to feel that good, and the price that it comes at is difficult. It takes a lot of discipline. Like I told y'all, bro. Once you get past 14 days, it's game on, bro. Once you get past 14 days, it's game on. Like that's when the game begins. Like that's when it starts, for real, for real. Like that's when you might get some crazy urges. The urges might come and go. They might hit you out of nowhere. You might be at work and you might get a crazy urge and you gotta fucking walk away real quick just to calm yourself down. Like I'm telling you, like that type of it happens, bro. Or you might just be sitting at home just chilling and you might just get a crazy urge. Or you might have shorties come up to you that never wanted to talk to you before, but now they're coming up to you to try to throw you off your streak. So when you get on 14, like from my experience, bro, when you get past 14 days, it's game on. It's game on for real. And you have to be on your A game. Not even really 14, like really honestly like 11. Once you get past that 11 day, it's game on, bro. Like you can't be bullshitting, bro. At that point, you got to be focused. And especially with the new earth and the new planet and the new energy on the planet in 2022, you really have to be focused, bro, because it's a spiritual warfare going on if y'all can't tell. And it's this constant fluctuation of energy, and there's entities on this planet that want to drain your energy, and they want to make you feel bad, and they want to make you feel like shit. And if you don't understand what I'm saying, if you're not processing what I'm saying, you're going to slip up, you're going to fuck up. That's why you have to get it. Like, you have to realize like there's an attack on your energy. There's an attack on your spiritual energy. And if you don't realize that there's an attack on your spiritual energy, you're going to go out and do something reckless, like go sleep with a shorty that's coming up to you trying to flirt with you, not realizing that shorty really has a Jezebel spirit attached to her, and the only reason she's talking to you is because she recognizes that you have high spiritual energy and she wants to take your energy from you, right? So let's say you on 30 days, 60 days, and you know what I'm saying, you just super motivated, right? But then you slip up. Let's just say you fuck around, you slip up, you get lost in the sauce, right? Now you back at day one. Now a lot of people, what happens is they think because they slipped up, they're just back at day one. They're back at where they started. And I told y'all that retention is like filling up a glass of a drink. It's filling like a glass of water, right? To where when you relapse, the whole cup doesn't just fall over and spill out. When you relapse, it's like a little bit spills out, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then a little bit more. And the more and more you do it, the more and more spills out. But it's not like, oh, you just do it once after you just went on 90 days and now you're back at the bottom. Bro, you just went on 90 days. Do you understand the physical and mental? Do you understand the physical, mental and spiritual benefits that you just did to your body? Like, do you understand how much your body has grown within them 90 days? You're not just about to fall back to the bottom like that, bro. You would have to get back on that same cycle of relapsing. That's what will bring you back to that state of mind that you was in, that anxious, having all that anxiety, worrying about what people think. That's what's gonna bring you back to that. It's the repetitiveness of it, right? But so a lot of people, they get on these super high streaks and they just be feeling all good, but then they slip up. They get lost in the sauce. It might be a girl, it might be an image that they see, it might be they just can't fight the urges. The urges is just too strong, and they slip up and they fall back to the bottom. And then when they fall back to the bottom, they think like, okay, I'm at the bottom, this is it. And they think like, okay, I'm at the bottom, this is it. And they just say fuck it, and they get back into the cycle again. And then once you get back into the cycle, after you just went on a 90-day, 60-day streak, it's hard to come back out that cycle, bro. And that's why you'll see a lot of content creators that be talking about retention one year, and then the next year they just disappear. You don't even know where the hell they went. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden they coming out the blue talking about some, they don't believe in spirituality no more. Spirituality is bullshit and all this stuff they talking about. Even though they were just on the spiritual wave a year ago. But that's because they back in that negative state of mind. They back in that state of mind of bullshit, bro. So what you gotta understand is you gotta understand that, you know, you have to understand that it's a certain level of discipline that you gotta have when you get on a high streak. Like you can't be on those high you can't get on no high streak and think like, oh, you about to just cruise through it. Like, yeah, there's a certain level of control that you will have. There's a certain level of discipline that you will have. But like, you have to be on your A game at all times. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, bro, I don't know if I ever told y'all the story, but I went on a high streak before, and like literally I was on like 8 days or something like that, right? And that's not crazy high, but for some of y'all that's high, right? So I was on like 8 days. I was super like motivated. I was ready to get to 30 days, right? And then my homie just calls me out of the blue. My homie just calls me out the blue and just like starts talking about like this chick that he was like smashing, and he just started being. But what it wasn't the fact that he was telling me about the story. It was how explicit he was being about it. It was how like he was like explaining it. Like it was so weird, bro. Like it's almost like it's almost like bro was trying to like make me fantasize about it, and I'm just like, bro, why are you telling me this, right? But I didn't say that to him. I just told him like I gotta go, and I you know what I mean. I just made up something that I got off the phone. But the point is it just be shit like that, bro. And if you're not aware of it, it'll fuck with you. So just understand that, you know, when you get on a high streak, it's game on. It's game on for real. Yeah, we out.